We want to talk about Resident 3 remake over the Resident 3 Nemesis, and there wasn't any speed run back then. I think most of them forgot. I'm the international superstar, uh, and I'm not like I'd probably be the first in history that why this game Resident 3 Regional was changed because speed running when they learn about the likes of speedrunning from the players, that's why they put then the Razor 3. Razor 3 has like content. It has like like a movie. I don't know why it did the typical change, and there is like uh different routes, different directions. I think in this version of Resident 3 there wasn't speed running, but there was just a timer because it just shows how much time you take. And someone invented the word speed running, and that's how they got content. And the Resident 3 um, was a normal game with a timer, just like in Resident 4 Remake, where there's just there's just a timer, a gamer timer to show, and I don't think the gamers didn't understand that it's just a timer for the game, the how long you beat it or how long it takes you to beat it, right? It's just the same as Resident 3 Nemesis from PlayStation 1, and they didn't put it in. They didn't put the Nemesis of Resident 3. I thought that they would go back to its roots and have like all the content together, having more routes, having more difficulty, new direction, new not same direction, not simple for the players. Um, Focusing on the players that play Resident Evil, and it'll be difficult and have less um um items to be found easily and be harder to item management, and that's why the word speedrunning was made. And I didn't think even they didn't understand that the Resident Evil 3 Nemesis was just an ordinary game, and wanted the players or someone to tell me from Resident Evil 4 Remake, but they didn't. I've been looking from different videos and they didn't. And this is Resident Evil 4 because I play a lot of Resident Evil, and Resident Evil has timer how you beat it, well how long you beat it, how difficult you could beat it, just like Resident Evil 3. It's difficult Resident Evil 3, the hard level, the management. There's a lot of things, you know. This wasn't a speed run. This was just a timer game and how well you could beat it. If you find a shorter route, you beat it, right? You beat it very fast. And the Resident Evil that created Resident Evil should have just allowed the player discover like how Elder Ring does, a longer path, discover routes on their own, find other videos or something for players that find glitches and stuff, and find the password of the to unlock the Ivans, how he usually does, and be difficult for players to pass the game and because Elden Ring have a longer path. Um, this while playing Resident Evil remind me a lot of like that. This wasn't speedrunning. It was just a timer to see how long you beat it. With just different versions of game, different version, PC, PC or console. You beat it. If there's a skip door, you do, right? Only if you find the direction that you use the route. This was a difficult game, and there wasn't like there's like a water sample that was very hard for players to take them a year or something, or they never play again because this Resident 3 was hard, and that's why I see why when speedrunning kind of interfering with the original Resident 3, and they know the likeness or how many percentage that the players like speedrunning, they decided to implant it in the Resident 3 remake and cut content, right? Players will have like you will have just give the player go in Resident 3 and discover things on their own to find Ivans, management, find a passcode from Ivans, read a lot of notes. If they don't, it'll be harder for them. It'll be harder for them to pass the game, and a different, like they show in Resident 3 Remake, for example, the Nightmare mode. There's Zombie Brad walking in the by the window to show more cinematic universe. This and direction, I say, if the player doesn't know the direction to go, they just keep going different doors and until they trigger a cutscene, and or go to notes a lot and let them take like a longer, maybe longer, like 10 hours or a day or a year maybe, for them to beat the game. Like that's why Resident 3 Remake was supposed to be like that direction to come out. And that's why I don't think none of the players are explaining that the game original was not speedrunning. Only if they put it and beat the game. You see, this was long, right? Only the player knows if it's shorter or not. If it's shorter, they could like beat the time quick. Oh, you could put speedrunning, but not like remove content. Like Elden Ring has areas that like to explore. To some players doesn't know how to do glitches, they have to go door by door. Resident Evil 3 was like that. If Resident 3 Remake was all new, then they would have like go to doors, different areas, grab islands, read the notes, find the passwords or something, and proceed the next chapter. Oh, how and Resident 3 Remake would have kept the same as Nemesis, harder, and how to take down Nemesis, and how to, like, this was like hard, you know, to beat Nemesis, how to like go to the next weapons, how to customize, how to like how is so many zombies, and there are so many, right? And this is difficult. Players don't even know how to go. Those crystals right there, they get to open the door, the gate to go to the next. They didn't know that, right? Even the password they didn't even know. And then they have to like grab the card from that they didn't know that it's in like the AI or the NPC stuff inside the body. That's why you grab it and you grab the Ivan from the NPC that was taken down is Brad. And then you move and then you discover, oh, he has the card, and then you open, and then you like that. If they made a mistake, they had to start over the game, repeat the cutscene, and then go get the Ivan from Brad, and then know the car number and stuff, and then unlock the locker, and then move on like that. And see like Nemesis coming in. Yeah, I think Resident Zero co-op would be perfect for Resident Evil because I think they will bring back this was like Resident Outbreak. This is the example, just like in Resident Zero has. I think if Resident Outbreak comes first, Resident Zero comes out first, it will be like Resident Outbreak, right? And this will be better. This will be like this. Difficult Ivan management, difficult bosses, how to dodge zombies again, or like how to like have to relearn on new things. And like to bring back the difficulty and bring back the what it was from Resident 3, like how it was so special. This was special, you know. Resident 3 was very special for me because it was very difficult. I didn't know about speedrunning, you know. I was the original player that still plays Evil back in the day, and that's why I call myself like the international superstar because I played the original Resident Evil 3, and it was very difficult to beat. And I thought Resident Evil 3 Remake would have brought back like I expected. Difficult, scary. It is scary, but like not be more simple, right? Nemesis was tough, you know. That's why I run away from Nemesis because he was very tough. I couldn't take him down. That's why I see why they make it more easier. I see why. They saw that. I see why they see. Maybe they see through videos, and that's why they made Nemesis easier. I think they shouldn't have done that. I think they should have brought it back from Nemesis. No, Nightmare and Inferno. If there was a Resident Evil 3 Remake director cut, I think that would be perfect for the game, and it would still feel like a Resident Outbreak because this does feel Resident Outbreak, and players didn't know that. if you play just Resident Evil Outbreak, the game, and you think, oh, that's the only game that it has. Yeah, it was very difficult because zombies enter doors all the time. But this was Resident Evil Outbreak 2. I think if they bring back Resident Evil 0 with co-op offline, it'll be good because you're gonna work together. You're gonna help. What difficult would be, what hard would be, like to show like some interest gameplay. That'd be good. And this is hard, you know. And Resident Zero is my favorite also, and Resident 3. Resident 3 Remake and Resident Zero is my favorite. And I didn't even think about like switching games for the players. That's why to switch games from live streaming. Yeah, Xbox has it, and I think Candy will come, and Candy will come, and like that's why there's like too many like trailers that I see that's like popping up, and it's not. It's like not doing well, and I always see just rumors and stuff. Yeah. No, I think Resident Zero. I don't know if Resident Zero ever will be made. But co-op would be good. Because it'll be a good game to play, and it'll be good for everyone because it will be like, I think Resident Zero won't like be content. I think there will be perhaps they will add enemies inside the train. If you go in, zombies. I mean, it's fiction, and to start off, that'd be interesting. Helping each other and surviving, and that would be more intense because there's like more zombies in Resident Zero than Resident 1 because I hadn't seen like a lot of zombies around the mansion. Special unique, special edition, or since I hadn't seen that since Resident Evil Deadly Silence, where it was special unique, where unique because it was rebirth mode, and then classic mode. Rebirth mode was like there was a chest to unlock from Revelation 2 that they use, Revelation 2, where you have to unlock the chest and then get the items to upgrade your items, and that is very unique. And Resident like Deadly Silence from Resident Evil 1 did have multiplayer, but imagine if they use that for Resident Zero co-op. There is a Resident Evil 5 co-op on but not a survival horror game. But if they do that for Resident Zero survival horror, um, and then chess, like because it was a lot different in Resident Deadly Science, the rebirth mode. Um, there was like a lot of things going on, overwhelming me. It took me longer because it was all new. It brought back the the hype. It brought back the what Resident Evil was in Resident Deadly Science and in Rebirth mode. It was all new, right? I didn't know I have to like unlock this island. I have to open the chest. I have to like manage. I have to know how to set up the level, the equal level on each water um machine, so that I lower the water. And like it was all new for me in Resident Deadly Science because in Rebirth mode it's still hard. Resident Deadly Science Rebirth mode, and plus when I came back from to the mansion, the front door of the mansion, like there's like zombies coming out, and zombie dogs are like just sitting there in the front door, and it was overwhelming. I feel like I was in a movie, and that was like that in Resident Deadly Science, and Resident Zero could have that with if they learn like Nightmare, Inferno, uh, different route, different story direction. Uh, the longer you take, maybe zombies will come by. That's what I thought for Resident Evil 3 Remake. It is when they come. And they even brought the 100 zombies in Resident Evil 2 Remake, where it wasn't exclusive. Oh, you have to get in. You play like it exists. It's a multiplayer, and the players has to survive because they were coming in one store in Resident Evil 2 Remake, and you'd be overwhelming. Like I don't like. I kind of miss most of the hype, and I wish that somehow they want to bring back all of it in one together in one release. That'd be good because like I still play the demo of Resident Evil 4 Remake, the chainsaw mode, and it's good, you know. One life only. You start over, right? I think they should bring it back and bring back all the difficulties that they learn and put all together in one release. That'd be good, right? That'd be very interesting to see in Resident Zero, one life only. And it would be called Chainsaw Mode or something. Because they're always good with special names or the difficult. And that'd be good to see one life. You have to be prepared. It won't be like Resident 6, you know. You have to in Resident 6 you just gather a bunch of ammunition, and then you start No Hope, right? And then you have to be prepared. You have to do well. You have to not get hit by the zombies from Resident 6. You have to do well against the bosses and stuff, right? Why can't Resident Zero be like more like that, but without having the players carry their save islands or that they have? But it would be very difficult. Chainsaw mode, one bite, game over. Or yeah, one bite is game over, and like something like that, right? with like no hope type of level, and that'd be good for the players. And only will bring back the the remaining of Resident Evil was Resident Evil Deadly Silence, the rebirth mode, and have it to come back with chainsaw mode. The chesses, the I see why they put that in DS. I see why they put that because it's like I see why it's more better, right? I see why they save those stuff for that than a console. Maybe not that VR came out. Maybe they could like bring back those things again. That'd be interesting to see if they put that in VR, and then it'll be like similar to how it was in Resident Evil Deadly Science Rebirth mode, and something like that in Resident Evil Zero. Like M2 made Resident Evil 3. I think they kind of see that. I see why M2 kind of see what I'm saying. Like I see the direction they were doing, that they see from Resident Evil Silence, the overwhelming of difficulty, the demo chainsaw mode, and the separate ways, Resident Evil 3 remake, the multiplayer of Resistance, the kinda is Resident Outbreak and Resident Resistance. It is kind of timer, Resident Resistance, but it isn't because they brought back what it was from the Resident 3, the original, the first place, before they discovered speedrunning and how players like timer and stuff. That was the original Resident 3, but they put that in Resident Resistance, and that's why it was good. Overwhelming of zombies, how many zombies could pop out. They could do that, the players, and then you have to survive and you have to go to the next level. And it's like that, right? And like Candy Candy 2, the anime Candy Candy, it's a good popular show too. They could come back too. Oh, Berserker, the anime, to come back. Berserker, Psychopath, Ghost in the Shell, Fairy Tail, Captain Captain Tsubasa, Super Oliver, and like that's the route. I don't think any of the players are talking. I don't think no players is talking that they don't play the demo Resident Evil 4 remake. I do. I still play Resident Evil 4 remake, the demo, because it has chainsaw mode. It has I use cheat codes to unlock the chainsaw mode, to play it, to be more difficult, to be prepared, and how would be good if it did come out, and that would be very good. How it will work? Will it save? Will there won't be any save? Something like that. And you know, chainsaw mode was more like no hope, but without gathering ammunition, and those ammunition that carry to your new level of save data is chainsaw mode, but it isn't because you start all new. And how well you will survive, you know, like that. But I play chainsaw mode, and I don't think Resident Zero will come out, But if it does, like I say, it has a good chance with co-op. I don't think they will do that. Resident Zero is good. Like the Captain Tsubasa, Captain Tsubasa, the Super Campeones, Captain Tsubasa from soccer, anime is there. There's like, I don't know when Fate City comes out. There's Life Factor. There's like other game series. There's the Seven Deadly Sins. And and the players. There's mini games in it that I play. And then Resident Evil. I think M2 is the most close to the original Resident Evil. That's what I believe. I think M2, what they did is good with Resident Evil Remake, the Nightmare, and Inferno. I think they kind of listened and they put Resident Evil 3 Resistance. Even though they didn't want to put the original Resident Evil 3 and Resident Evil Remake gameplay storyline. Overall, they did. They put in Resident Evil Resistance. They put separate ways because of M2. I think they should do Resident Evil 0 first person. Maybe they would probably check in a rebirth or mode on Resident Evil Deadly Silence. But I don't think I see why they say that, because VR came out and they had a chance to put all that stuff in VR. I think Resident Evil 4 VR, the other version, has it, but they remove content. From Resident Evil 4. I'm from the original Resident Evil 4. I know how I still play Resident Evil 4, the content and stuff. I see why they made that version. I see why they brought it back to Resident Evil Vendetta. I would have played Resident Evil Vendetta, I would play in VR, and it's just in the what if, it's not serious. I would have played Vendetta, I would have played Resident Evil VR, I would have played explore, find stuff, go to each doors, save the computer or whatever, or Resident Evil 0 will have the bats, how difficult will be in VR. I think they will lose a lot, that's what I believe, because they can't remove they can't remove the bat, they can't remove the tyrant, there's like 2 forms of the boss. 3 forms, because the first form you face him, and then the second form he transformed to a mini boss tougher. You still face him in the first level on Resident Evil. If I'm not a good Resident Evil player, how come in the final, if Resident Evil 0 get remake, Resident Evil 4 is probably difficult. They lower the difficulty because of professional. They will have respawn more, They will have to keep coming back over and over again and overwhelm the player, They would have done that, right? And then Resident Evil 0, how come it's so difficult, right? In the first form, and then he transform again, and then it's like Frieza transformation. It just doesn't stop, and then after you beat his second form, and then he become the big queen, the big monster, and then that's the third form, and then the fourth form, he gets infinite life. Well, yeah, infinite life because you can't hurt him, or you have to have the handgun will not work. You have to have like a good weapon, heavy Ivan to damage him, the boss, and then you get his attention, and then I don't know how well it will be for Razor Zero. Razor Zero, Code Veronica, Revelation 2 is good. The difficulty, the overwhelming, how well will play out, I don't know. Razor Zero, there isn't any releases, anything at all. Just bunch of that I don't pay attention to. Only waited for Resident Zero remake because it will. Yeah, it's a good chance because it will explain about Bravo team. It will explain the zombies, the forest, the Billy Colin, the working together. One life could be. I could see, but I don't think they were never gonna put that in the game. I don't think they will pass through and see videos to see like they used to do, and then make updates on their Resident Evil series on their game, and then play it. But I don't think they see other. I think they do see other players' videos, but not like the most important things like the difficulty, the one life only, the what if, the permanent death run, or whatever that thing is, the one life only. You start over. Your items, your um your ammunition that you save, that you gather. You think it's gonna work in the permanent death run? Not really, because if you start over, it'll be difficult. I think it has more chance. You know why? You know why this is their remake, or if it ever be made, had a chance over other series? I'm not taking sides. I'm just saying that if they put that in for Resident Zero remake, I think it has a chance, like a good chance against other series, because Resident Zero at the ending, if it was to continue, I mean you have to play as Rebecca and then without Billy. But what if you're damaged from you got maybe damage, or then you have to go. What if they're gonna allow it to be playable, and then you have to be like, oh, I have no ammunition. How do I survive? Surviving through the forest and get to the mansion, and then you have to do a lot, like grab items and stuff in the mansion, and then meet Reacher, and then that what it says in the original Resident Evil, that Rebecca meets with Reacher, and then get there, and then it's the end of the Resident Zero. That'd be something. Well, I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think that's my guess, because that's different directions. I don't think they will do that because in The Last of Us Part 2, it has a permanent death run, and with one life, you start over. You have to go all the way. You could choose infinite animal or not. I chose no infinite animal and start over. I see why it's very difficult. Resident Evil 4 did put that in. maybe this saw Last of Us Part 2 Remaster is doing. They put that in for Resident Evil Remake, the demo of Chainsaw Moon, and that's it. But they didn't put it in the game. Last of Us Part 2 Remaster did. They put that in the game, and for players that wants to play like that, they want to like get through and see if they're good, like very good players, and like dodging and moving on, and if you still have to be focused, you have to. I see why they play through because it's very difficult for them, and some they did pass it because it's very hard. I see why they want that, right? I don't think Resident Zero want to put that in the ending. I don't think it's a different talk. It's a different um series than The Last of Us Part 2. Oh, a different studio like that they could do. I think The Last of Us Remaster they could. Yeah, I see why they put that in as The Last of Us Part 2 Remaster. I see why they do that. And I see why they put that in my Death Run and stuff. I see why they did that. And they put no return. They would have put multiplayer driving. I don't know how it would be. It would be like more like from the story, using the horses or cars in some areas. If you spawn in different maps, that would be like that. Another series that could be like maybe like Candy Candy, another series. Berserker is the one that's kind of similar to Vendetta, but no. Berserker is coming back, and Ghost in the Shell